Good afternoon. It's the afternoon session of my court.
Just to let you know, next week we won't be doing a ballroom session. We're just going to do an afternoon session next week.
Okay.
I was saying just to let you know.
Yes, that's a good idea, Judge. Tell them, Michelle, what's happening.
What's a good idea?
What's happening is this. We won't be doing the morning session.
Why, what's in the audience?
Because there's just been that much work on her lately. We need to have a bit of a breather. So we've decided that we'll just do afternoon sessions for next week.
Yes.
And then we'll see how it goes from there.
Yes.
So that means that we don't have to get up as early and we can have a bit of a rest. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The first case of today is double duck and a coyote. So a double duck. What's your colour? Where is coyote?
Well, Judge, I think these pilots are a bit of a pain. They're always cancelling flights. I was meant not to be going on holiday, you understand. I just wanted to fly from London up to Scotland, to Glasgow. I had an interview up there to do some advertising for Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And I was told by the agent the best way to do it is come up on a flight and then you can get your interview done and you've got a few hours to spare before you have to go back. You can have a look round Glasgow, which I was very excited about. I've never been there before. Okay, right, so what happened then? Well, I got to the airport nice and early, like they tell you to. Got through, checked in with my ticket, went to sit on the seats to wait for departure. What happens? Comes up on the screen in front of me. Flight 2613 to Glasgow is delayed. We will let you know as soon as we can. Donald, I know that might be what you did when you was at the airport, but you don't. No, listen. We don't need to do it in the court, because if you're doing it like this, I can't get to know what's happened. Well, we'll just wait while you've done your tantrum.
So let's continue now.
Right, so it said a delay, Judge.
Oh. Don't say that. Don't A word. It makes me cry. Michelle, get me a mug of tissue. No. So let's continue.
Well, it's a bit hard to continue when we're not allowed to say certain words. Right, so you sat there waiting. So what happened next? Well, you see, Judge, the thing about airports is they don't keep you up to date with what's going on. They just put a thing up on that television and they don't tell you how long you're going to be sat there, whether you've got time to go and get a cup of tea, if you're hungry, whether you've time to go and get something to eat, because you just don't know when it's going to come up and say, we are now boarding this flight, and then you've got to be there. Yes, I understand that. I know it can be very frustrating. I often think to myself, if they would just keep you informed and perhaps tell you why things were running behind time, you might not get as upset. No, exactly. So why are you blaming the pilot? Because he flies the plane. Okay. Come on then, pilot, what seems to be the problem here? Well, Judge, what the passengers don't understand is if there are any problems with the plane, or the runway, we can't take off. And what had happened here on this particular day,
Chris, I said a jiggle out. A jiggle out. George, continue, George.
right, so like I was saying, Judge, I'm coming in to land the plane from the flight before, and all of a sudden a great big swarm of birds come near to the plane, and when that happens they get into the engine on the plane.
Michelle says, where has Donald gone?
Well, obviously Donald's not interested in this case, or he'd still be here.
Where did he go?
I don't know.
Where did Donald go to?
I'm not sure, but we can't carry on unless he comes back.
Why can't you carry on without
Because he needs to be here to hear all the evidence.
Oh my God, George, Chris is going to arrest me.
Right, come on now, let's behave. So the pilot's telling me that all these birds flew in and they get sucked into the engine. And then what happened, pilot?
Birds!
Don't start, Donald, or we'll just dismiss the case. You need to be
I'm going to
quiet.
carry on.
Thank you. So when I finally, luckily managed to land the plane without crashing, then of course that meant maintenance people had to come and clear out the birds away. And then when they were sorting everything out, they had to lift part of the propeller away, and it dropped onto the runway, and it
did it kill me?
it made a great big dent in the runway, sir.
Oh, more dent! I can't drive it anymore.
Donald, are you going to stop this nonsense?
There's a dent in my runway. What can I do?
Well, you're not at the airport now, you know. You're in the court. It's all happened this before.
I can't believe it. That's what seems good.
So, Judge, it slowed everything up, basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. So, they put the propeller back on. They sorted out the mess of the birds had made. But then we just had to wait for the tow truck to come and pull the plane past the dent in the runway.
Dent?
Yeah, because
so,
when a plane is
what
taking
a tow
off,
truck? What is a tow truck?
it moves the plane.
Okay, I'm serious. What is it?
And then we need a smooth runway to be able to take off. So we did all this, and it only took 1 hour, which I thought was really good for all the hard work everybody was putting in.
Gone. Donald?
Donald can just stay where he is and be quiet, and at least I can finish the case. Right. So, pilot, what you're telling me is you were only an hour late after all these problems. Yes, Judge. Right, Donald, get down off there. Leave the pilot alone.
I can't help
Or
it.
you're going to jail for assault.
Oh,
Get down.
I don't want to.
Right, policeman, come and get him.
Oh, it's just so naughty. Why would you take Mama White?
Because there was a problem with the aeroplane.
There's
And
always
I
a
am
problem.
finding... Stop talking.
Who's Tigger here hiding him?
I am finding in favour of the pilot. You're just being so silly, Donald.
Good.
I want you...
I'm going
moved.
to go my flight.
I want you. You got your flight. You were only an hour late. So you still had time to look round Glasgow. You're just being silly.
Okay, I don't want to be late again, silly pirate. Oh, get away, pirate. Goodbye. Goodbye, pirate.
Mm.
So you're all in favour of Donald Duck?
Mm-mm.
Yes. A case is in Hager and double duck. A cot is always in Hager because of who stays here longest. That's me! Ha 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 ha! So I get it. So is a case dismissed? Case dismissed. Michelle, would you like to take him out?
I certainly would like to take him out.
Why?
Get rid of him.
Get rid of him. What's the hobby that?
Because he's just been crying and being silly.
So arrest case is. Oh dear, this is not a good one. A little girl and a cougar. This is a, oh God, quite a good case. So little girl, what's your cougar? This cougar. Josh, where is Michelle?
Don't know. She went with Donald.
I just went to a toilet in my wake. I
Okay.
don't back now.
That's good.
So little girl, what is your cougar? This cougar.
Well, Judge, polar bears aren't meant to be mixing in amongst us. This polar bear keeps coming to my school. And that means we can't go out into the playground for break times.
That's good. Yay, amazing!
Why is it amazing?
What do you
We like to go and play out in our break times. And we can't if there's a great big polar bear there.
Why can't you?
Well, because he might bite us, he might knock us over.
That's good, yay!
Who keeps saying it's good?
That's a good game. Guy team game. A guy team cougar game. Amazing,
It's
says
not
Michelle.
amazing.
Yes, I got a game. Guide to a kids game. It's amazing, says Michelle. You should have it. It's such an amazing game.
Well, maybe, Michelle, you'd like this polar bear to come live at your house and pester you with his biting.
Well, I don't want to get her. I just like a game, says Michelle. Whatever you like, I don't mind the game of guiding. Cougar's guiding too good. It's funny.
It's not funny, Michelle. That's
It
not
is
very
funny.
nice at all.
It's funny.
Michelle, I didn't think you were like that.
Just kidding.
I should hope so.
I just do come here. It's not actually for me.
No.
I just want to see if you're going to me or not.
Okay. Well, you certainly had me convinced.
Yes, you did.
I was getting a bit worried that you changed into some nasty person.
Of course I didn't. It's just a hobby do.
All right, so let's get back to the case then, Michelle. What on earth can we do with the polar bear? It doesn't belong roaming round. I bet you're a bit hungry as well, polar bear. Eh? I think that means yes, Michelle.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Shh.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry.
Just see what I mean, says the little girl.
What?
He's very scary. How can we play out? And then when it gets to home time, we're all scared to come out of school in case he's still there.
So
Yes, I can understand that, says the judge.
kids have time to get out of school. What time do you get out?
3:30.
So what time do you normally get out?
3:30 is the time we get out, but we all go a bit slowly now and we're all peeping out of the door and asking the teacher to go check first.
I had school finished at 3 o'clock.
Some do, Judge, and some are 3:30.
Yes, your school's 3 o'clock.
All right.
You're right.
So what we're going to do about this problem, Michelle, is we're going to phone the zoo because they have a place there where they have polar bears and penguins and it's all set up for them to live there because it's nice and cold. So, Michelle, can you get on the phone, please? Certainly, Judge. Ring, ring.
I'm hungry.
Hello, this is the zoo.
I'm hungry.
I hope you can hear me, says Michelle.
I'm hungry. I see how you can hear me.
I'm Michelle and I'm at the court.
I'm hungry.
And we've
What
got
did you say? I couldn't hear you.
Well, maybe Michelle, you ought to go somewhere else to take the phone call.
Why?
Because you can't hear anything for the polar bear.
I'm hungry. Okay, take it out of court.
Right. So we've got this polar bear in court and it's just simply causing all sorts of problems.
Hungry.
It won't stop talking and shouting and it's running around.
Hungry.
And everybody's a little bit scared. Do you think you could come and get him?
Hungry.
Of course we can. I'll send the van straight away and the keepers will come and get him. Oh, thank you so much.
I'm hungry.
So Michelle comes back and tells the judge what's happened.
I'm
They're coming for him, Judge.
hungry.
They said there'll be 5 minutes.
I'm hungry.
Well, could we just remove him from the court for the 5 minutes?
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I'm
Oh, look,
hungry.
Judge, here comes the van. The keepers are here.
I'm
Good.
hungry.
Get this silly polar bear out of my court.
I'm hungry.
Take him out, Michelle, and give him to the keepers.
I'm hungry.
Hello,
I'm
keepers. Can you
hungry.
please take this polar bear
Where?
to the zoo?
Okay. Zoo time.
Oh, that's better, says the judge. I'm glad that was the last case, Michelle.
What do you last case?
Was it the last case?
Of what? Of today? Because you 17 minutes, George.
Oh, dear.
I said, oh dear, hard
Because I'm a bit tired now after all that. But anyway, I hope you're happy now, little girl. Yes, I am, Judge. Thank you so much.
I got to stop here, George. I'm hungry.
Well, you better go home and get your tea.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Bye. The cases. Minnie Mouse and the sheep. So Minnie Mouse, what's your problem with the sheep?
Well, the problem is, I'm not sure why it's roaming round in the town centre. That's no place for a sheep. I went shopping.
It is a place for a sheep.
Is it ex? Sheep's usually they're out in the field. You can see them dotted all over in the fields.
Of course they're out in the fields.
Judge, are you being silly?
I will give a so Arctic.
No, sheep don't live there.
It's just sheep with colour guys in the Arctic.
No, they don't.
Sure they do.
No, they live on farms up in the Yorkshire Dales.
The Yorkshire Dales is being shut down.
No, it
due
hasn't.
to the accident.
And they live in
It's
Scotland.
been accident.
Somewhere,
in the Yorkshire
Judge,
Dales.
I'm not talking to you, you're just being silly.
It's been accident at the Yorkshire Dales. But it's shut down for 2 weeks.
Somewhere a farmer will be missing a sheep and they cost a lot of money. He'll be very upset if he loses the sheep.
I'm going to stop here. It says go here. Yorkshire Dales is shut down for 2 weeks. Yorkshire Dales is shut down
You
for
can't
2
shut
weeks.
Yorkshire Dales down. It's loads and loads and loads and loads of fields and grass.
Yorkshire Dales is shut down for 2 weeks due to the tractor accident.
Okay.
The tractor has had a car crash.
Okay, well I'm not bothered then, says Minnie.
So it's shut down for 2
If
weeks.
the sheep should accidentally run into the road and get run over, so be it. I've tried my best. I've come to the court to try and get you to send him to where he should be
You should do
and
it.
find. All right, well if it's shut, it's shut. Bye, Judge.
Is the case dismissed
And Minnie goes
already?
out of court. Minnie's not happy
Why not?
because the judge hasn't done his job.
If she could say at a shocking centre and be there. So is that case dismissed?
Well, case is finished because Minnie's gone. The judge is acting stupid. Has he gone insane?
So case dismissed. With ball warring.
Is the judge going to be okay for the next case, or is he just going to be talking stupid?
You'll be okay for this
He
case.
better be. Oh, they'll be coming to take him away.
Yorkshire Dales is definitely shut down. No, Yorkshire Dales is shut down. So a cases and Mr. I'm doing to Bill. So Mr. What's your problem? I guess we're to go.
We're here again, aren't we? I just know what this man is going to say.
What is he going to say?
He's going to say that this little girl is too noisy. She's playing outside his house. She's kicking a ball. Oh, the list just goes on and on. Why do people not understand? Children like to play. Am I correct, sir? Is this what the case is? Well, yes. Sort of, Judge. But they keep running in and out of my garden as well. And I've got lots of lovely flowers and plants and they're just trampling all over them.
And now for how I school. Cock!
Well, I can understand that would make you a little bit unhappy. Have you got a gate? Yes, Judge. Well, why don't you put a lock on it and then they can't get in?
I don't tag me mummy to buy a lock.
No, everybody's always coming in here telling me they've no money and I'm getting so fed up with it. What is it with everyone?
Because I scammed you to one hood.
Oh, everybody says that. What about you eat a little bit less food and then you won't get as fat?
How much less?
Just a little bit each day. I'm fed up with everybody saying.
How many meals did I go from mum to a day? How many meals?
You should have 3. Breakfast, dinner and tea and that's it.
So to
None
go
of all
supper.
this. Most people don't need a supper if you've had 3 decent meals. You don't need takeaways and you don't need snacks in between.
So what do I need at 8 o'clock then? Have I supper at 8 o'clock? So what do I need then?
Well, maybe just have a slice of toast.
Yes, I could slice a toast then for my supper.
Just don't go mad. You don't need to be eating and eating and eating. I'm just getting sick of everybody saying, "Oh, George, I haven't got any money. I've got to buy the food." Well, eat a bit less food is all I can say.
To get less, I will get her to eat me.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
I don't eat mummy for every gate.
Excuse me. You know when you were a little boy?
I don't
I'm
need
asking
to
a question.
I don't need a lock.
Well, that's fine. I'm just asking you a question.
Okay.
When you were a little boy, did you go out to play in the street?
No, Judge.
I bet you did, because when I was a little boy, that's what we all used to do. We used to play sticks, kick
didn't.
can, follow the wolf. What time is it, Mr. Wolf, we used to say, and if he turned round and saw you moving, you were out. But you had to try and creep up on him in between. I bet you remember that game, and if you tell me you don't, then I know you're fibbing.
I don't have that game.
Of course you do. I bet you still play that game, don't you, little girl? Yes, Judge, I've been to lots of birthday parties where they play that game. And you go creeping along, and then you say, "What time is it, Mr. Wolf?" And you've got to stand very still. And, Judge, there's another game called Statues. Oh, yes, I remember that one. The music plays, And when the music stops, you have to turn into a statue. And if you move, you're out. Oh, I'd forgotten about all these good games. Yes, they're fun, aren't they, Judge? They certainly are. And we used to play, put the pin on the donkey's tail. And you used to get blindfolded, and there'd be a big picture up with the donkey, and you had to put this pin in where his tail was meant to be. And of course, because people couldn't see it, they'd pin it into all the wrong places, and it can be quite funny. It sometimes ends up on the donkey or the horse's nose, because people think that they're putting it in the right place, but the blindfold. Oh, there's lots of fun games to play. I'm starting to wish I was back to being a child, says the judge. Then I could go out and play all these games with the kids.
So can you now, Judge?
Well, I suppose I could. I think maybe this mister ought to come out and play a few games, and then he might remember how much he used to enjoy them when he was a child.
I have got to go to, Judge.
Yes, well, you keep saying that, but if you went out with the children and played them, it'd bring it all back to you, wouldn't it? And you'd be having fun at the same time.
Good time, Mr. Mouse. I'm a Mr. Mouse.
That doesn't mean you can't have fun. How many times do you go to the fun fair? And adults are on the rides, aren't they? It's not just for children.
It is.
No, I think you'll find some of the rides you've got to be a certain height anyway, so children can't always go on them. That's a good idea for you. I think you ought to take the little girl to the fun fair and have some fun. And then you'll see why the children are enjoying themselves making noise.
No, I don't want to.
Well, if you don't want to, I think me and Michelle might go, because I'm sure I saw an advertisement, Michelle, for a fun fair in the town.
Of course I did, said Michelle. It's been cancelled. There was just some software issues.
Oh dear.
Software issues.
How can you have software issues at a fun fair?
Of course. I have software.
No.
I don't have software issues. Dude, it's just so funny.
Michelle, I think you'll find the rides aren't run by computers.
I know.
No, there are men running the rides. They press a button and off it goes.
I know I'm going computer.
I despair. I'll be glad when this day is finished.
Why?
I'm so worn out. It's been horrendous. What a day.
It's so...
I can't wait to go home.
I want George.
Sit down and get my feet up
I'm going to give a software issue.
and watch something nice on the television and have a nice drink of
Sorry,
tea.
I'm going to give a software issue. George.
Okay, shut up about the software issue. I've heard enough.
So what do you want to hear about? What's the good
Nothing.
case?
What I'm going to say is, children will always play out and they will always make a bit of noise. And it's just one of those things that happen in life.
I don't like boys.
Well, that's not my fault. I'm just going to dismiss this case. It's a load of nonsense software issues. I've never heard anything like it.
It's
Good
so funny, George.
grief. Software issues, I've never...
It's so funny, George.
Can you imagine, Michelle, telling the Fat Controller that there were problems and delays because of software issues? He'd look at you like you were talking out of the back of your head. Oh.
Software issues. So funny, George. Can't stop laughing.
Yeah, I think you need to calm down a little bit.
Oh, you think it's so funny, George.
Well, I think this case is finished.
Software issues.
Oh.
So, case dismissed. My turn. I do too. Who do I have to talk about the case?
Oh.
Ah! Oh! Come on, stand up.
Well, says the man, I think the judge has gone a bit potty.
What's happened to him?
What's he mean you've got to put up with the noise? Well, just because that's what children do is what he's saying. And as for you, Michelle, what's all this software issue business? Laughing. Going hysterical. I don't think that's very good behaviour for you to be doing in court.
Of course it's hubby.
It's not. You're meant to be calm and professional. I think Judge Rinder's thinking, oh gosh, when is it time off? I need a day off.
You don't, Judge. I think you could be okay tomorrow, Judge.
I hope so. I'm getting really, really tired.
Right, Jen. She's turning over case, So, are you ready for this case?
No, I don't know.
Of course you are.
I dread to think what this one's going to be.
This case is Captain Hook and the ostrich.
What?
So, Captain Hook, what is your program with this ostrich?
Well, it keeps interfering with my work. As you know, Judge, I have a ship. And I like to keep it spick and span and everything going well. Then this stupid ostrich comes up the gangplank and onto my ship. Well, we can't have ostriches on ships, I'm sorry. And all it's doing is running around all the time. Well, have you tried to catch it? Yes, Judge. Have you ever seen how fast an ostrich can run? I tried to chase it to make it go back down the gangplank. And it ran away. And I tried to chase it then, thinking I'll catch it now, we've got it off the ship. And before I knew it, it had turned round and gone back up the gangplank. And nobody can catch it. And it's just making a mess everywhere. There are feathers all over the place. It keeps dropping bird muck all over.
That's what we said, Michelle.
I can assure you, Michelle, it is not, says Captain Hook, because it's really, really hard to clean up. Mr. Smee is getting very upset.
Upset.
Yes, because all they're doing all day, him and the other pirates, can't get anything else done for cleaning up bird poo.
Great.
Somebody's meant to be doing the cooking, and what are they doing? Cleaning up bird poo. We really need for him to be told he can't come back on my boat.
Of course he can, says Michelle. Can't stop laughing. I got to laugh him, Cogram. Georgia, can't stop
I've
laughing.
noticed that, Michelle. If it's not being drunk, it's being laughing. So, is there any way then, Captain Hook? Could you not lift up the gangplank and just put it down when people want to go ashore, and then the ostrich wouldn't be able to get on? I thought about that, Judge. But he's a bird, isn't he? And I thought, well, he'll just flap his wings and fly. Ha! Well, that's where you're wrong. Because ostriches don't fly. Don't they? They just run around all the time. Well, wait till I tell Mr. Smee that all we have to do is make sure the gangplank stays up, and we only put it down when we need people to get off, and then while we're doing that, I could put 2 pirates at the bottom to block the way if the ostrich tries to get on.
Ostrich.
They could even have a net there across, And then if it comes, they could catch it in the net. Excellent advice.
Hubby says Michelle.
Michelle would like to see the ostrich running round the boat. Well, it won't be happening again, Michelle, says Captain Hook.
I wanted to see it. It's so hubby.
No, it's not. It's annoying.
It's hubby.
Right, well, I think we've solved that problem, Michelle. That was easy peasy.
It's hubby, 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 hubby. All the time. So, case dismissed. Michelle, would you like to take them out? Right then. This case is...
Who's this one?
It is a girl and Mickey Mouse. So, girl, what's your cogweb with this girl?
Hello, Judge. I've come to see you about Mickey Mouse. I know you've told him to go on holiday, but he's not been. And he's getting so annoying. The other day, some of us, me and my friends, we went to the Mickey Mouse clubhouse. And everybody was having fun. Goofy and Pluto. Who else is there in there? Pluto, Goofy. Mouse Catool. We were talking to the Mouse Catool.
Catch him hook.
No, I don't think he lives there, does
Yes, he does.
he? No, he sometimes goes for a visit for a play. Anyway, we were having fun with all these other people that work at the place.
He wasn't.
Who said that? Mickey. And then, sir,
Mickey said it.
Mickey came and started being really grumpy. He was shouting at Daisy Duck and telling her that she was making a mess, and we were just having fun
He won't
painting.
make you a mess.
Yeah, because we were doing paintings and things.
That's coming.
And then he told Donald Duck, because he was playing with some other children with plasticine
Mega!
and Play-Doh. And there were little bits going on the floor, and he was going, oh, look at the mess. But the thing is, that's what people do in the clubhouse. And then when he closes it at closing time, and then everybody goes in and clears up all the people that work there.
Mega, it's Mickey Mouse.
And there are some cleaners as well, Judge.
Mega, I don't like cleaners.
And he's just, I don't know what we're going to do with him. He's just being such a grump all the time.
Can't do everything
In
with
fact, I don't know why we're calling it Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. He might as well shut it down. He doesn't enjoy it anymore. He doesn't enjoy the children. I think we should just say, let's make it Donald and Daisy's Clubhouse and kick him out. Ooh, that sounds a bit drastic, Judge, doesn't it? Says Michelle.
Make it Daisy, Donald, and Mimi's Clubhouse.
Yeah, that could be good. And Pluto will be there to help, and Goofy. And they can use the mouse tools.
I should be there, says Mickey. I'm a mouse.
Yeah, but you're just being nasty all the time, Mickey. You need to do what the judge said and have a holiday.
Okay, we'll have a holiday.
And then maybe when you come back, you might feel a bit better.
And how should I do what?
Where are you going to go? Are you going to go...
Okay.
Listen, are you going to Mickey Mouse World, or do you think you might enjoy a little bit of time at the seaside? What do you think, Mickey?
Mickey Mouse World.
Okay. But don't come back till you're feeling a lot better, please. You're upsetting everybody. And that's not like you, Mickey. Normally you're just such a friendly mouse.
I should do take him. How can he do? I said you'll take him happy.
Well, stop being a grump and complaining all the time.
I said there's the complaining.
You used to like to play with all the children. And now all you're doing is saying they're making a mess.
Playing.
You used to love to play with the plasticine and Play-Doh. And then you'd sometimes play skipping.
Craig, what's a hobby mat? What is a hobby mat?
Lots of fun.
Oh, okay, I'll get used to it.
Yeah, I think, like I said, go and have a little rest. You can't keep singing that song.
It's a Mickey Mouse
fun,
cookhouse.
It's fun inside, so come inside. Well, you can't sing that if it's not fun, can you? Off you go and have a nice holiday.
Oh, I can't get on a holiday.
And see if that makes you feel any better. What will you do while you're at Minnie Mouse World?
Cookhouse. Come inside. It's home inside.
Mickey, what will you do at the Mickey World place? What do you do there?
I just take home and go on the Mickey rides.
Okay.
Like scared. Scared!
I know, but sometimes it's fun being scared when you're on the rides. That's part of the fun, isn't it? Have you all got rides in your Mickey Mouse clubhouse?
Never.
No, we don't, Judge. But the kids just seem to enjoy playing with all the other people that work there. They all have fun. And I know what you're saying. I've been spoiling the fun, haven't I? Just a little bit, Mickey, yes. Well, I'll go and have a rest like you said. Enjoy myself at Mickey World. And then when I come back, I'll try and be more fun with all the children that come. And see if we can have a good time. Okay. Don't forget, Mickey, don't be coming back in here. I want you to go and have a good rest. I will, Judge, I promise.
Okay, so is that a case dismissed? So, case dismissed. Judge, why do you have to dismiss your cases for? Is that a court of ruling?
Yeah, it's just to let people know that the case is over and that they can go.
So, right then, a lady and a girl, a swimmer lady, a builder man and a swimmer lady. So, builder man. So that's the case of today. So, builder man, what's your problem? Like a swimmer lady.
Well, Judge, it's quite simple, really. This lady, who swims and goes into competitions and things, decided to build a swimming pool at her home. Not a great big one, but one that she could just keep practicing in as long as she wanted to do. So I went round there and we priced it all up, and she decided that she wanted it to be an indoor pool. So that would mean, of course, because it's not nice weather in England, is it? All the time. So we thought, well, we'd enclose it with glass and put a nice roof on it, and then she could use it all year round. Right. So we told her how much it had cost, and she said that was okay. And then we set about getting all the work done. And when I'd finished it all, she came to have a look at it, and I said, was she satisfied with it? And she said, oh yes, I can't wait to dive in. So I gave her my bill, and I said I'd expect to hear from her shortly then. Yes, of course. Well, that was 2 months ago, Judge, and I still haven't had any money. And I can't afford to keep going and building these things if people aren't going to pay me, because then I can't afford to go and buy any more things for the next building job.
How much do they pay you?
Well, it depends what the job is. For this swimming pool, it was £10,000. That's a lot of money, Judge.
Oh gosh, I'm sure I had that much. I don't have £10,000.
Well then, why did you ask for the pool building? Because the builder told you how much it would all come to.
I have in my bank account is £1,000.
Well then you shouldn't have had it built.
I don't have much. I don't.
Well, why did you want it building if you didn't have the money?
I wanted it good because I didn't have to go to the horrible weather.
Well, what you should have done then is go to the bank and get a bank loan, and then you could have paid the builder, and you pay that bank loan off at so much a month. And that way, that's how people get things they can't afford. You can't just expect the builder to come and do it and not get any money for it, can you?
I'll get a bank loan then.
Yes, and the bank will work out with you how long it will take you to pay it back at an amount you can afford every month. So, for instance, listen while I just tell you. Some people can borrow, let's just pick a number, £5,000, and they can afford to pay it off in 2 years. Some people might not be able to, so the bank will say, well, you can have 5 years to pay it off. So you need to make an appointment, see your bank manager, tell him what's happened, and I'm sure he'll come to an agreement with you, and then you can pay the builder. And you know what else you could do, lady? I know some people that have got swimming pools like yours, and they advertise it, and people can come and hire the pool for an hour to do swimming in, and you charge them so much an hour, and then that will help pay off your bank loan, because I'm sure you're not going to be swimming in it all day long. And some people, they get some friends together, so it doesn't cost too much if there's 10 of them to hire your pool, and they like just to be on their own in it with no other people annoying them and splashing them. Oh, that is a good idea, Judge. I could ask the bank manager about that as well. I bet he's got some good advice for me. I'm sure he will have. So are you happy with that now, builder? If I'm going to get my money back, Judge, yes. Because I can't afford to stand that much money. Of course you can't.
So does it take 5 years to get your money back?
No, because when the lady gets her bank loan, the bank will give her that amount that she owes you. And she pays it back over that time. But you'll get your money now. Oh, that's good. That means I can carry on working as a builder. Thank you, George. That's really good.
Yes. So are you happy too?
Yes, I am.
Yes, you can happy good. Is it ready good now? So case dismissed. Let's see. Let's talk about the case. Right, you two. How did you heal?
What did you think, swimmer
oh,
lady?
How did you heal after a case?
I'm quite happy because I didn't want to not pay the builder. I wouldn't like it if I'd done a job for somebody. And I didn't know I could just go and get a bank loan like that. And then I can pay the builder straight away, and I pay it off at so much at a time. And now the judge has given me the idea of renting out the pool. The more I think about that, I'll bet some parents would love to hire it at the weekend for a couple of hours to have a children's birthday party there. Because lots of children like to go swimming and that, playing in the pool. Yes, says Michelle. And then, if you could just put a few tables and chairs out, the parents could bring some food for the party for the children. Oh, I'm getting more excited by the minute about this, said the swimmer lady. I could make a really good business out of this, couldn't I? I'll have that loan paid off in no time. What do you think, Mr. Builder? I'm happy. I'm going to get my money. And I'm happy that this lady has got a new business adventure to go on.
Wait, costume gives us an extra.
Because she's going to be renting her pool out and maybe having parties and things, and I'm sure she'll enjoy seeing everybody having fun. Yes, I will. Tell the judge thanks ever so much, Michelle.
Yes.